From buying big mansions with the oddest possible themes to keeping the weirdest pets one can imagine, NBA stars have remained popular for cashing out millions and spending them like flowing water. We will find out about some of the weirdest things NBA players actually bought. Number 8. Deshaun Stevenson was already a popular player, but got even more popular after posting a photo. One might ask what's so special about the photo. Trust me, it really was a special or odd photo to be precise. This guy ain't normal. He planted an ATM in his living room. When asked about the details, he said that he liked to do things that aren't normal, and having an ATM in his living room was cool. I agree with you, my man. Some say he even filled 20 grand in the ATM just for fun. Number 7. Lou Williams of the Atlanta Hawks almost lost his life. He bought something weird because his life depended on it. In 2011, Lou was on his way home after a haircut. He stopped at a red light just a few minutes away from his house. As he waited for the signal to turn green, an unknown dude on the street got near his car. He knocked on the window and pointed a gun at Lou and started shouting, "Get the F out of your car!" But instead, Lou rolled down his window and bravely tried to negotiate with the guy. And astonishingly, he made a good decision because when the guy got a clear look at Lou's face, he put the gun down right away. To our surprise, he didn't just recognize Lou, but he happened to be his real fan. And so they both started talking. The robber said, "Man, I can't even do it to you. I just got out of jail. All I got is this gun and a bus token to get home. Bro, I ain't got nothing to eat." Lou tells us that, "I was just thinking fast. I looked. I said, 'Look, bro, so McDonald's right there. You meet me at the McDonald's. I'll buy you whatever you want to eat.' He ordered food. I swiped my card, and yeah, I shook his hand. I said, 'God bless you, bro, but this ain't the way.' Yeah, by that time, my man was walking in McDonald's. I got out." That's right, our OG actually went out and bought McDonald's for a guy who pointed a gun at him. Damn, just think of it. A man points a gun at you and you buy him food. Weird story, but he isn't the only one who took such a deadly decision. Our next player took things to another level. Number 6. Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers bought something so dangerous that it almost killed his brother. Back in 2016, he was drafted by the 76ers. He moved into a small apartment. He had a big dog, but his apartment building didn't allow big-sized pets, so Ben had to give up his dog. So he thought of buying a new smaller pet. And you guys know what he bought? This man went out and dropped $10,000 on not one but 2 Savannah cats. Yep, you heard that right. I mean, people love wildcats.
Sad.
I mean, real wildcats. After a while, he realized that it was a pretty bad idea to buy these cats. Whenever he tried to pet them, these cats showed mercy and clawed him. These cats would bite him whenever he would try to feed them. His brother in an interview said, quote, "Then Ben, being the 20-year-old that he is, says, he needs a friend. We need to give it to a friend. So he gets a male one this time. And this cat is crazy. It doesn't want to eat. It's hiding from us. Every time you go near it, it scratches. You can't go near this cat. You give the cat a bowl of fruit and it's clawing at your hand when you put the fruit down. It's like a wild animal. We had them for about 4 or 5 months and I told Ben, we can't have these cats anymore. This is crazy." In 2017, when Ben was traveling to California, he asked his brother to fly the cats to California. When he reached the airport, the security asked him to release the cats from their carrier so airport officials could scan the cages. As soon as he freed them, the cats lunged at his neck and started mauling him. Damn, things got even worse and 3 security workers had to jump in. Thank God they were able to get those bloody cats back in the cages and his life was saved. When Ben found out about the accident, he was horrified. He finally decided to give the cats away. Man, he spent 10 grand on these wild animals but lost all of them. But he didn't waste as much money as our next player. Number 5. Marcus Daniels ordered $1 million custom-made chains of his face. Dang, sounds crazy. His jeweler hyped up the whole thing and said he was able to 3D print anything with the addition of white and black gold. He even talked about planting cognac diamonds. Well, the jeweler did satisfy him. I mean, it feels so weird to wear such things, especially these scary chains with a head that looks like your own. Number 4. Next up is Carmelo Anthony. Gee, this baller is popular for buying out all the weird stuff one could imagine. Yup, it all started in the 2008 Olympics. The USA team had just won the gold medal for men's basketball. Carmelo wanted to celebrate this achievement, so he opted for something that would reanimate the whole winning moments. So this G went on to buy a life-size statue of his own. Man, but things don't just stop here. This man got something even weird in his home basement. Sure, it's not a mummy or something like that. Carmelo loves sneakers, and not just loves them, but also collects them and spends millions. Yeah, millions of them. This Chad has a whole sneaker room in his basement filled with racks of sneakers. Ridiculous as it is, this is the weirdest treasure one can have in his possession. And you know what? He didn't just stop here. In 2011, Carmelo decided to go out and buy himself a pet camel. What, you don't believe me? Come, take a look at this picture. Well, some people do love to flow their cash when they feel like doing it, and this guy is a big example. Number 3. The legend Scottie Pippen set the record for wasting money in the NBA. He ended up getting robbed. In 1999, the Rockets offered Scottie a contract worth $82 million, and he accepted. Scottie felt like such a baller that he wanted to flex the hell out of his money. Hence, after running some contacts, he heard that there was a private jet for sale in Miami, and he decided to go check it out for himself. However, his blunder turned out to be a multi-million-dollar loss. After some days he arrived at the airfield, he checked the jet and fell in love with it. So he purchased it on the spot for $4.3 million. His bad luck followed him, and he didn't even try and test the jet out first. He just straight up splashed the bill. Later, he went into the cockpit to fly the jet. Guess what? The engine didn't even turn on. This dude seriously wasted $4.3 million on a broken jet. And what's even worse is that he needed to drop another $1 million just to repair it. Dog messed up big this time. Number 2. As soon as Michael Jordan reached a personal fortune of $100 million, he acquired a property that was out of the ordinary. This led him to buy an expensive mansion for $2 million. The house started off relatively typical. It was the modifications that changed its appearance. Although Jordan spent the next few years customizing the house. In detail, this gentleman plastered the number 23 on everything, including an NBA-sized basketball court with his name on it, as well as Jumpman emblems. This meant that by the time Jordan was finished, the home had cost him huge amounts of money to build. After purchasing the Charlotte Hornets in 2010, Jordan chose to sell his custom-built mansion for a whopping $30 million in order to be closer to the franchise. Nobody's going to spend $30 million on a Michael Jordan-themed home, however. Even though he tried auctioning it, Jordan hadn't received any bids by 2013. You know why? Because he didn't subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys do it or else this bad fortune might follow you. He tried to come up with something to sweeten the bargain. Jordan planned to offer every pair of his signature Jordan sneakers to anyone who bought this property, but it wasn't enough. The mansion is only worth $4 million. So Jordan decided the only alternative he had was to hold on to it for dear life. As of today, the house has been officially taken off the shelves. Number 1. Our number 1 contestant in the list has been a super fan of Superman. Yep, we're talking about Shaquille O'Neal. He fell in love with Superman when he was a kid. After signing a $17 million contract with the Orlando Magic in 1992, he figured what better way to spend all of his money than to buy every Superman-themed item he could think of. From buying clothes, action figures, tattoos, to buying huge Superman diamond rings, this man went on a rampage. He was only getting started since he filled his entire garage with Superman cars, Superman Range Rover, Escalade, and Chevy, and many others. Damn, he even bought his own Superman tour bus. Can you imagine where Shaq parked all of these babies? Of course, in a Superman-themed garage which is built within his $20 million mansion in Florida. He completely dedicated his mansion to Superman. Want to hear something even crazier? He made a special 30-foot bed with a Superman logo to dream all night about Superman. And he even themed his living room with Superman logos everywhere. This baller literally built a cinema in his own house to watch Superman movies. And we didn't forget that he's a basketball legend too. So when he wants to play the game, he walks over to play basketball in his own Superman gym. Don't worry, we love your style, Super Shaq. Well, Batman got jealous of Superman after this, and this happened.
Butter. For no reason at all.
With that, our video comes to a super end. Wait, what? Justin Bieber and Adam Sandler play basketball too? Where was I the whole time? Why didn't I know this? Do you want to know more about celebrities who are good at basketball? So let's just jump into the next video to know more shocking facts that you would never want to miss out.